Vibrational health brings you forth Angela Ford and Gus Barney in a psychic development class. This is a Psychic 101 class where you will learn from two individuals. Angela Ford has worked for the U.S. Department of Defense as a psychic in their Stargate program, so that you understand how qualified your psychic development class is. We'd like to think it's second to none, and we'd like to see what you think of it. In any case, what she has done for the government is she worked in different areas. For the FBI, she looked for fugitives. For the CIA, she looked for hostages. For the U.S. Department of Defense, she looked for weapons of mass destruction. Back in the days of Saddam Hussein, when we had some serious terrorism. In any case, this is the kind of individual with enormous psychic abilities that will be teaching a class to you. I can actually say some of these things. There's other things that she has done, but we don't want to elaborate on that. And yes, the CIA has declassified after 25 years some of this information. The former Secretary of Defense, William Cohen, and under President Clinton, has actually written about Angela in his book, Phenomena, among several other books that have been written on her abilities and so forth and so on. In any case, as far as my participation in this process is, I am a metaphysical teacher and a metaphysical researcher. And my work has been with channeling nutritional supplements that are highly effective in the healing process. As of late, what I have been doing is creating sound frequencies through channeling to help with this most horrific situation that we have in our country, which is a drug epidemic. And in particularly, I have worked with the opiates, heroin, to neutralize the effects in the mind that are causing people to not want to be in their skin and wanting to grab the monster that is driving them into having the drugs that cause all this harm. So that's where my work has been. I've done one for alcoholism and another one for crack cocaine and cocaine to alleviate pressures. And I've seen it again and again and again alleviate enormous pressure from these individuals once they have received those frequencies that let them come back into the skin and make them feel at peace. So that is some of the work that I have done as a metaphysical teacher and researcher. And I pride myself in accuracy of what it is that we say and we do and how we look at things. In the class, taking it a step further, is that we will teach you how to be accurate. The idea is that you just don't become another psychic, that you become in the top 1%, that you're capable of seeing through the veil, that your accuracy is spot on, not like most psychics out there that they're hit and miss. We pride ourselves in being accurate. I mean, dead balls accurate, and giving information that is valuable in the present moment, looking at present situations and past, a little bit more so than looking at stuff that would be way out in the future, as the future is not set in stone, and a couple of degrees difference 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, takes you to a different place. And because we have free will and free choice, errors can be made in that area. But let's say you're looking for a used car, just to give you an example, which we've done several times with getting yourself a hell of a deal. Okay, I have helped people get cars that have been in a wreck that considered salvage titles, okay? But maybe only 1 in 10 of these cars are any good, okay? And therefore, how do you know which one it is? Well, that's where the psychic ability comes in, where you can actually see what is going on in the automobile that you're actually buying, and you're buying it at a way, way lower price. I've done this again and again repeatedly, just as if the car basically was fixed in a way that it was never in an accident, including my own car. The car that I drive right now is one of those cars. It drives beautifully, and that's not the first car for me. The first car that I had that was totaled was over 25 years ago. And when I drove down to Florida, what happened with the car? I was able to take it up to 135 miles an hour without a single shake. The car was as good as being built in a factory. The same thing is with the car that I drive right now, and I bought it at a significantly lower price. What these abilities allow you to do is something very particular. It allows you to look through things that you would normally not be able to look through. Okay, when somebody's promoting and marketing a product to you, they pay marketing companies so much money to have good copyright to fool you in any which way. There is no transparency, but you, with your psychic ability, you can create that transparency by being able to look at what is actually in front of you and saying, wow, this guy is a really good marketing person, writes some great copyright, extremely convincing. I was sold. But the minute you feel the energy, you know that it's not all of that. And that makes a big difference in how you move around your environment to do the things that you need to do. The same thing is in relationships. Let's say you get on an online dating site, okay? You can scan one individual after another for particular qualities of an individual. Okay, you decide to say, hey, I would like the person to be nice. I would like the person to be motivated. I would like the person to have a good heart, to treat me with respect, all of those things. You can have all of that and much more by being able to check the energy. You can just check a little checklist and say, okay, the person from 0 to 10 is an 8, emotionally available. From 0 to 10 is a 9, very loving. From 0 to 10, respectful. A 10, wow. You know what I mean? Instead of, oh, the person looks nice, has a smile on their face, but it's not all that. The person is a schmuck. From 0 to 10, he's a 10, you know, and a very nice person. The person likes a lot of drama. From 0 to 10 is a 10 in drama. The person likes to fight. From 0 to 10, maybe another 8 or 9. And I don't think you're going to like those things. So therefore, we can cut through our psychic ability, become much more transparent. We can now see things and people for what they are and what they do, and before they've done anything. And that's the idea here. Just in food, you can pick up food in a supermarket. One has a good energy to it, the other one doesn't. Maybe you don't know something is GMO, but now you can feel the energy and the frequency and the vibrations of certain food, and you can say, wow, I can buy this, I can put this into my body, and this will be healthy. I cannot buy this, even though this looks like it's okay, but it's not. This maybe has been mistreated, it's got too excessive pesticides, you know, other things that make it toxic, and therefore you would not want to put that into your shopping cart, though you're doing it all the time because you don't have the transparency of being able to see through things. So here we believe that, you know, our efforts in getting you to do this at the optimal levels will create, you know, that positive environment for you where you will benefit in every which way. From your personal relationships, to your relationships with your doctor, to the relationships with your food, to, anything, your automobile, whatever it is. Anything is possible to look at, and therefore to see it for what it really is. And then you can help your friends. Your friends may need help, and now you can look at what their issues are and what their problems are and how to best facilitate them, than just having a pity party together and going down the same hole when that's not necessary. So the idea here is this psychic one-on-one class with myself and Angela Ford is to give you those tools where you can make big changes in your life. Anyway, please stay tuned and look at us at vibrationalhealthllc.com for coming up events. Again, vibrationalhealthllc.com. Thank you very much.